Colton seems like he's going to love all the kissing. So get it in while you can, buddy.
That's Farmer Mitchell and Sydney from Season 2 of Farmer Wants a Wife. I've got more coming here shortly from my chat with them. Season 3, Episode 1 just aired last Thursday, and since the couple knows a thing or two about reality television, Sydney was able to speak to this scene that just felt so incredibly hard and awkward to have those poor girls walk for forever down a gravel road.
Fun fact really quick, that was actually the same walk I did to Mitchell.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that long gravel walk, I did the same walk.
You can deeply empathize then.
Yeah, I was like, oh goodness. Well, the whole time I was like, I cannot fall, I cannot fall. So I feel for those girls.
Walk, though, was very anticipated because there were girls, and we didn't know what order they were coming in. You know, there's 100 yards in between, I guess, our future wives, possibly, and we were just sitting by ourselves. So they really take that time to get your reaction and see, you know, what girl is that? Are you smiling? Are you nervous or what? So I think they got some good TV time.
The 4 farmers of Season 3, Farmer Jay, John, Matt, and Colton, began their journey for love, and we've got fun videos dropping for you each week ahead of the new episode airings. During this video, Sydney gave some major insight on what it's really like during the taping of that first episode, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to blow your mind. It blew mine. Mitchell and Sydney will be joining me each week breaking down the previous episode from their personal experience, as well as our thoughts on what's to come for the episode that's about to air. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on another video to come, and if you can't stay for the full thing, time codes are in the description of this video. Colton at the end of the episode was so smooth as he gave his 24-hour farm date choice Bailey a kiss. Mitchell shed some light on how kissing moments work on this show. Most have to be caught on camera. However, Mitchell and Sydney got creative on how to sneak in a smooch or two when the producers weren't watching.
I was always kissing Sydney off camera. I had a little nook in my house, a little turn in the corner, and I always would look at her and she knew what was up.
Going into episode 2, the farmers pick 5 women that will go to the farms with them. So the girls really have to stick out that first time. Sydney said she didn't have anything planned when she was on, just because it didn't feel authentic to her. But we were both so impressed by Jordan's song she performed for Farmer Matt and Keely's dance lessons with Farmer Colton.
That's first position. All right, now you gotta get a ball.
Like, get out of their comfort zone and show the farmers something that they're passionate about. I think that's important, that they showed like their true self and like what makes them them, you know? It's not just the farmer's story, but it's also the girls' love story. So I love seeing that.
Now this moment, when all the farmers seemingly are meeting each other for the first time, I kind of thought that might be scripted.
I wasn't nervous until I got in the car this morning.
Surely they had met prior to this moment, even if it was just in the wardrobe room. But hey, I was wrong.
No, it was the first time. I mean, I had a beer in my hand and I walk up and I say, "What's up, y'all? I'm Mitchell Kalinsky. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I guess we're all in this together." So that was our first interactions. I guess that much more pressure because you realizing that there's cameras watching and everything's real time. So they do a good job at that.
Now this next part blew my mind. We see in episode 1 both the farmers meeting and choosing the women in the same day, but it doesn't actually play out like that in real life.
As one of the girls going onto the show, once you arrive in whatever state they send you to, you are in a hotel for 2 to 3 days prior with no phones, just a roommate, not knowing even what farmer you actually really got. So going into it, your emotions are already high. So I think that's really important to hit on, because I feel like I see a lot of comments saying, why are these girls so upset already? They barely know this guy. But it's days of just being anxious about what's going to happen, and that's all you're thinking about, what that first conversation is going to look like. And not only that, but that first episode is filmed within 2 days. So you are in that dress and your high heels for 12 hours on Monday and 12 hours on Tuesday.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
So are you meeting, so take this first episode of season 3, for example. So when you're all in the room with Kimberly Williams Paisley and the guys are all in the same room. Is that all shot in one day, and then like the girls meeting the guys one-on-one shot in a different day?
It's 2 farmers meeting their girls on the first day and the 2 other farmers meeting the girls on the second day.
Let's say I meet Farmer John. You meet, and then I have a whole 24 hours until the next day of like, is he going to choose me or not? I'm also not going to see him.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Exactly. So those girls are meeting their potential husband and then sitting in their hotel room all night long, standing around the next day all day long because they're not getting filmed doing anything, but they still have to be there. And all they're thinking about is, oh my gosh, am I going to go home today? Was these past 5 days, like, was it worth it? So that's why there's a lot of emotions. I think it's important to know that.
And I'm assuming too, y'all truly are not meeting these men with, like, the first time you're meeting these men is with a camera in your face, correct? Like, you don't meet
Yes, 1000%.
prior.
I saw Mitchell passing by. We didn't say anything, but we locked eyes. Somehow he shouldn't have been walking by, and I shouldn't have been outside at that time. But we locked eyes, and that was the only communication, interaction before I met him.
Let us know if you're liking this style of video. True insight from people who've been on this show. We'll keep them coming if y'all are here for it. I thought it would be fun to add a Q&A at the end of all these videos. So go on, comment below in this video any questions you have for Sydney and Mitchell, questions about the show. I'll have them answer on future videos. Now, let's talk about what's to come.
I'm excited to see how the girls react. The girls who didn't get the 24-hour date, I'm excited to see how they react moving into the farm and having a little bit less time. I think that's when like nerves start to like, oh my gosh, these people already have a connection. I need to play catch up, and you think all these things when in reality you're on your own journey with this person. It's not really anybody else in the picture. That's kind of how I saw it. But I'm excited to see how Kaylee and Colton's relationship goes. He seemed really excited about her. It looked like they had so much fun. And then I couldn't believe that he gave that girl a smooch.
I'm going to give Colton credit. That was smooth.
Yeah, I love that for him. Like, do it. You're on this journey. You might as well just go right at it, honestly.
I think that as soon as those girls get to the farm, they're going to be put right to work. The work never stops. There's always something to do. So I'm really intrigued to see these girls get to the farm and get put straight to work. Grace has a special spunk about her, and I see that light in Jay's eye when he's with her. So I'd love to see them end up together. Who knows? We'll see. But I think John is very happy, and they all are. They got a lot of beautiful girls to choose from, a lot of grinning. It feels crazy to think, to be in their shoes, because their heads are all over the place. They don't know what to choose or what to think, being around that many girls. So I think that John has his hands full. I'll say that. And best of luck to my brother John and Matt. Your farm is beautiful. I love the avocados, and I think the comment about the avocados getting in between some of the girls was pretty funny. And I think bringing out the guitar was a sense of, swaying over his love. That was very romantic. So I applaud her for bringing out the guitar, Matt's girl. And Colton seems like he's going to love all the kissing. So get it in while you can, buddy.
The 24-hour dates start to happen. What happens as soon as filming cuts and now we're going to the farm?
So once that day wrapped, we all went back to the hotel, including Kiana. And the next day, we flew to Tennessee all together. I think we drove. Us 5, the girls, drove to Tennessee. And that we spent the day in the hotel room, and Kiana left for her one-on-one. I guess she slept there. I don't know. She slept there. But that whole day, me and the girls, we went like shopping and walked around and talked. And then the next morning we went to the farm and we met up with Kiana and Mitchell at his house.
Who were you shocked got sent home last week? For me and Sydney, we loved Natalie, who was with Farmer Jay. Sad to see her go. Now, many had lots to say about contestant Samantha. Yes, she's pretty much painted as the villain, at least so far on the show. which I know it's reality TV, so some things are not always as they seem. I mean, they do need to keep viewers interested, so Sydney more or less confirmed what I thought. Samantha in real life might not be who we see on TV.
As soon as I saw the first clip that they showed of her, it was I was a little frustrated because they are now going to make her this person and they're going to put her in this box. And I'm sure she is not always in that box, but she has a very strong personality. And unfortunately, on reality TV show, producers are going to take that few sentences they had and they're going to run with it. And they're going to make that her whole entire story, unfortunately. Um, I mean, I give her credit. I mean, she stuck up for what she deserves. You could tell she has very high standards. I thought it was cool that she gave it a shot to go on a TV show, especially for a farmer. And she was being, I think she was being her. I could tell she was completely being herself. And I thought it was cool. I don't know. As soon as I saw the clips, I knew that every comment was going to be about her because people love to just talk about other people's personalities, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the music they put to her when she pops up on the TV, it's like just music that's like, oh my gosh, it gets everybody antsy, and then they only show little clips of her not smiling.
Yes.
Like, she has a beautiful
Yes.
smile. They're not showing her smiling, and I'm sure she was.
Yes. Keep those comments and questions going for Sydney and Mitchell below. I also want to share that the Taste of Country store is having a 40% off sale right now. So after you comment on this video, go on and click away and get shopping. I'm Addison Hager for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for subscribing.